Hey guys, Grimmy Dragon here, and it's review time again. And today we are taking a look at the Transformers Earthrise, Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp. Yes, I am doing all three at once. And, let's just start with how these are available. Starscream is on his own, just a regular Voyager. You can find him anywhere, but Thundercracker and Skywarp are available only at Target as a 2-pack for $60. And they're worthwhile to get because you gotta have all three Seekers. And the last time we had these jets in this style was way back in 2006 when we had the classics Seeker mold. Here we have Acid Storm, which had a really close G1 look, and their vehicle mode was the classic F-15 jet. You can see, and they are very similar. So you got that, and the classic Seeker mold was one of my favorites. It was pretty much a masterpiece in my view. And this is kind of an upscale of that old Seeker mold with some new modern additions and updates, which is good. So, get a up close look here. We got Thundercracker, Starscream, and Skywarp. Those Decepticon sigils on the nose cones are stickers that I've added myself. So, yeah, they're just going to be blank. As you can see, you do have Decepticon symbols on the wings, and Skywarps are hard to see in person. And they seem to be showing pretty clear here. And you got Starscreams and you got Thundercrackers. So, yeah, that looks pretty good. And for ports, you got plenty. I mean, you got the ones on the wings, but you also have ports on the tail fins, over here, or over here. So you can put these guns just about anywhere you want. And that's pretty cool. I'm just having them in the more standard position. And you could probably take some missiles and put them into place as well. So yeah, you got plenty of options. Looks good. Very happy with that. And I'll bring out the... Well, before we do that, we'll just bring out the Siege Seekers, because I got all three of those. Well, all three of these guys at least. I got more. But, you know how wild I went for these Seekers. Yeah, you got the Siege Seekers, which quite the difference. And then we've got the Classics Seekers. And yeah, you can see the difference. The Classics did change the designs a little bit on the paint job at least, just to separate them from the G1. And that was the style of the Classics back in the day. But now we're going as G1 accurate as we can. So, well, whatever works, works. Okay. So let's talk transformation. And Starscream's going to be the one we do. Take off his null res. And then we're just going to put that down. You want to flip the wings. And they do peg in tight and they pop off easy. So if you are having trouble, they will pop off without a problem. That's good because if the wings broke off on the old ones, they were done. I can tell you that from personal experience. Yeah, got yeah, and they transform almost exactly like the classic Seekers, although you do have some added movements. So you just flip this in. I want to make sure it's frame. Hopefully everybody can see what I did. And make sure everything's, well, before you do that, pull that out. Pull them forward. Open up. Pull forward. And make sure everything is lined up proper, and then close this in, and it'll all be nice and snug if you did it right. Now lift the cod piece, pull out the shins, pull these out. There are little tabs on the back of the leg struts that go into the back of the legs. Helps to separate them. Make sure it goes in, otherwise the front of the shin won't close proper. Again, rinse and repeat. Then you flip up the feet, pull the tail fin to the side a bit, flip that up, the back of the heel will go with. Rinse and repeat. Put the null raise back in the shoulders, and then you're done. And we're just gonna get the other two transformed right now. And now that we have all our Seekers fully in robot mode, let's take a good look at them. As you can see, head sculpt is everything you'd expect. A little more sparse on details than the Siege versions. And they don't have the light piping. But still very nice. Very clean. I do like the paint jobs. And there's enough tech detailing to really make them feel more modern. But it's smoothed out compared to Siege, which is good. I actually like the smoothed out look a bit. I especially like the fact that they don't have a whole bunch of battle damage or scuffing or anything like that on them. So, happy with that. They do stand pretty tall. Nice Voyager size. We'll bring in classic Starscream for a quick size comparison. And yeah, you can see like a good head or two taller, which is good. So they will go well with your other Siege toys. Or Earthrise toys, whichever you want to call them. Well, Transformers, basically. Articulation's pretty good as well. You got a ball-jointed head. Nice up and down. Very, very fluid movement, which is really good. Nose cone is no longer attached to the head, which is wonderful. Very happy with that. You got universal shoulders. Bicep swivel. You got a single joint at the elbow. Goes just over 90 degrees. No wrist, unfortunately. Which is a shame. I mean, the the Siege one had a wrist swivel, which is pretty good. No waist rotation either, which is unfortunate again. You do got forward, backward, universal hips at the, well, universal joints at the hips. And you do have a codpiece that flips up so you can kick higher, which is good. You got good thigh swivel. More than 90 at the knee. Toe and heel move. The tail fin tends to move with the heel. And you got ankle pivot, which is good. So you got a nice range of movement on these guys. You can definitely get some good poses. The wings also fold back. You can flip them back like that. So if they're getting in the way of a pose, you should be set to go. And probably looks stupid, but it's on short notice, so hey, what can you do? Posability is the same on Thundercracker and Skywarp. And I do like the colors on these guys. Love the purple shoulders. Is Decepticon symbols, like I said before, like none of them actually show well on robot mode, but you can see the purple paint used for it really does blend with the plastic, which makes it practically invisible. Like, you can see it on camera, certain angles you can see it, but those sigils do blend with the wings, which is unfortunate. I like the powder blue on Thundercracker. That's pretty good. Although part of me wishes he was metallic blue like his Classics release. But hey, it is what it is. Now for our size comparison, let's just bring in Megatron, who is a bit taller than these guys. But still, he looks like he's in proper scale with them. And that's good. Hard to find a good spot for him, though. We'll bring in the Siege Voyagers. Pair those. Probably going to be a little drawn out. Now you can interchange the weapons between the Siege Seekers and the Earthrise Seekers. Megatron back. And hold on a sec, let me get some more room in here. Because this is getting into areas I didn't want to be seen. And we'll bring Skywarp in just for now. So yeah, you got Skywarp with his Siege self. The Siege version using a very dark gray instead of the jet black, which is odd. But otherwise the colors match well. I like the silver on the new one better than the gray plastic. And I definitely like the clean paint job on the new one. Starscream, very close. It's just down to that clean paint job, really. And Thundercracker, again, that paint job. So, I know, paint jobs mean a lot to me. But, yeah, we also got the classics. You do have some significant differences. And yeah, I do like the Earthrise ones better, just because the new modern joints, they just work out better. They're nice and bigger, even more G1 accurate than these guys, which is amazing in itself. Although I still kind of wish Thundercracker was that metallic blue that the Classics one is. That's probably the only nitpick I can really think of. But otherwise, yeah, these Earthrise Seekers are a significant improvement over their Classics counterparts. Not just for G1 accuracy, but for tolerance issues as well. The tail fins and feet on the Classic Seekers are on very tight hinge joints that will crack and possibly break on you if you transform them too often. So these newer, less brittle figures are really welcome. So yeah, I mean, new, improved, and bigger. I'm quite happy with these new Seekers. And I would highly recommend picking them up if you can find them. Like I said, you can get all of these at Target. Starscream is available anywhere. But Thundercracker and Skywarp are a Target exclusive as a 2-pack. And in any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Leave a like. Comment and subscribe. Really helps the channel. And I will see you guys next time, where we got some more jets to look at. Because, well, these guys came out. And we're going to be taking a look at them very soon. So until then, take care.